I'm Gretchen Rubin, and this is The Happiness Project. The pigeon of discontent for this week is, I recently started working from home a lot more, but I feel so much less productive than I used to. I'll be working on one thing, and then the unfilled water filter on the counter begs to be filled up, or the clean dishes from last night to be put away. Now, I completely identify with this, and the form that this kind of procrastination tends to take with me is trying to get my books in place. I feel like I spend hours and hours every day just moving books from one place to another. Where do they go? Where do they belong? This is where they should be. Move them from one place to another. So this is something that I need to reshelve them, like a librarian. But one of the facts of life, one of the secrets of adulthood is that working is one of the most dangerous forms of procrastination. And just because you're doing something that's productive doesn't mean that you're actually getting done what you need to do. So what can you do? And this is a particular challenge for people who work at home because they're surrounded by all different kinds of errands of all different kinds of sorts of things that they could be doing. So it really helps to have some kind of division between work and home. I have a friend who's an artist who worked for many years in just a studio apartment, and he said that in his mind he would rope off parts of his tiny apartment and say that he couldn't even go into them. He couldn't go onto his bed, and he couldn't go into his kitchen except at certain hours of the day, because otherwise he said he would just lie around his apartment all day or futz around, and what he really needed to be doing was working in the work area of his apartment, so he just pretended like the other parts weren't there. What I do is that when I really need to focus and get something done, I physically leave my apartment, I take my laptop, and I go either to a library that's right near my house, or I go to a coffee shop, and that's where I work. Because I find that if I really need to get that focus and to be able to think clearly for a long time without being distracted by other things that I could get done or should get done, I really need to be out of my home office. But there are all different ways that people have by limiting being in certain places or only permitting themselves to do certain things at certain times in order to create that idea of being at work and doing work, or being at home and doing the kind of work that you do at home. So the resolution for this pigeon of discontent is find ways to limit work